Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anshul and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today in this video, let us talk about the iPhone 15 Pro Max versus the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, the two smartphones that represent the pinnacle of the mobile technology. But the big question is that which smartphone is the better one for you, and should you either buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max or stick with the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra? So without wasting any time further, let's get straight into this video. Now, before getting into the nitty-gritty details, let us remember one thing. The best smartphone for you ultimately depends on your lifestyle and your preferences. If you already knee-deep in the Apple ecosystem with an Apple Watch, an iPad, a MacBook, and more, sticking with the iPhone 15 Pro Max might be the seamless choice for the integrated experience that you would expect from a smartphone in the year 2023. But if you are a tech enthusiast who simply wants the absolute best in the terms of features, specifications, and performance, you have come to the right place. In this video, we are pitting the iPhone 15 Pro Max against the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra across various categories, including the design, the display, the battery, and so much so to decide which one of this is the best smartphone for you to buy in this year. Now, first up, let us talk about the physical design on the iPhone 15 Pro Max versus the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now, both of these smartphones offer premium design with sleek finish and an experience that is joy to hold in the hand. The choice of materials differ between both of the smartphones though. The iPhone 15 Pro Max feature a dual iron display with ceramic shield protection on both the front and the back, all encased in a titanium frame with a sleek matte finish. The display is a bit curved on the front, and I would say it is a better feeling smartphone from the last year's iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, it also has a dynamic island with some features that make this device stand out from the rest of the competition. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, on the other hand, speaks premium as well in a different way. It rocks a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on both of the sides, hugged by an armor aluminum frame with glossy finish. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra does not have the dynamic island, but it does have a hole punch display that, in my opinion, looks way more better. It has a distinctive rectangular camera bump on the back. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is notably slimmer and lighter, while the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra boasts a larger display and a larger screen to body ratio. Both of these devices offer IP68 water and dust resistance, but the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has an ace up its sleeve with its built-in S Pen, perfect for the creative endeavors. Keep in mind that the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra might feel a bit more heavy, but the overall build quality and the ergonomics are better than the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and in my opinion, it feels much more comfortable in my hand. Now, onto the display and the performance on both of the devices. The iPhone 15 Pro Max comes with a 6.7 inches OLED Retina display that they call as Retina XDR OLED display with Pro Motion technology. This means that it dynamically adjusts the refresh rate, reaching up to 120 Hz for incredibly smooth visuals. It boasts a resolution of 2778 into 1284, a pixel density of 458 ppi, and a peak brightness of 1600 nits for the HDR content, and the outdoor brightness to be 2000 nits. That is absolutely insane. Now, in the other corner, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra flaunts a 6.8 inches dynamic AMOLED 2x display with a variable refresh rate of 120 Hz. It touts a resolution of 3200 into 1440 pixel, a pixel density of 515, and the peak brightness that is 1750 nits in outdoors. I would say it is an excellent display, and it might not get as bright as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but I still prefer the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra just because of more pixel per inches that we get on this device. Also, both the displays support HDR10+, but the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra throws in an in-display fingerprint scanner for added convenience, while the iPhone 15 Pro Max still relies on the Face ID biometric unlock that, in my opinion, is a good one. But hey, in this age and year, I would still want the in-display fingerprint scanner to come on the iPhones. That is not possible this year at least. In the terms of the specification, I think the iPhone wins here, but personal preferences come into play here as well. Now, shifting the gears to the performance on both of these devices, I would say that the iPhone 15 Pro Max just kills the competition this year around with its A17 Pro Bionic chip that comes with 19 billion transistors. That is way much overkill. I think that this processor is better than the M1 Pro MacBook that I have in my studio right now, and this is something insane to speak about. Now, this does not mean that the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is a bad one. It runs on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip that is made for Galaxy. It is equipped with an octa-core GPU as well and Adreno 740 GPU with a max storage option of 1 TB. That is the same on the iPhone 15 Pro Max as well. While the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has a processor that is based on a 5nm chip, the iPhone on the other hand has a 3nm chip. That means better efficiency, more performance, and better battery life on the device. Now, both the devices come with 5G support as well. The A17 Pro Bionic chip though has better gaming performance because now it enables ray tracing as well. And if we compare this ray tracing, it is not as good as the PlayStation 5 level, but the games that were available on the PlayStation 4, a few of them are coming on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. That is something fun to watch, but I would be looking for more games like Resident Evil to come to the iPhone 15 Pro Max because here you do not need a Nintendo Switch anymore, and you do not need to wait for the new PlayStation waitlist because you know that the entire game, not something that is the mobile version, can be now played on this latest iPhones, which is very fun. Now onto the camera department where both the devices aim to impress. The iPhone 15 Pro Max boasts a versatile quad camera setup including a 48 megapixel main camera with sensor shift OIS technology, which is same as the last year. There is also a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with a 120-degree of field of view. Also, there is a 12 megapixel 5x telephoto camera that is the star of the show this year because finally this iPhone 15 Pro Max is getting a zoom that is comparable to the other devices like the Pixels and the Samsung that we have in the market. Now, this seems on paper that the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has got a superior telephoto lens with 10x optical zoom and 100x of digital zoom, but this might be wrong because the actual sensor on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is much superior than what we have with the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. The iPhone 15 Pro Max's 5x lens opens at f2.8 aperture versus the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra's 10x lens that has a f4.9 aperture. A lower aperture allows for more light to be captured by the same. Apple made this decision and capped at 5x as it is easy to stabilize for Apple at the same 5x zoom. Well, this does not mean that the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has a poor camera because the optics are just too very good on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. There is also a secondary telephoto lens on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is again capped at 10 megapixels, but this over here is now a 3x camera that has an aperture of f2.4 that achieves 3x optical zoom. This means that the results are better with this lens on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra versus the 5x on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Rest. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has a primary 200 megapixel camera and an ultra wide 12 megapixel camera as well, and the stability and the way that we switch between all the lenses just make way more sense on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. It is just an amazing experience according to me. Now, in my test results, Apple shots sometimes were a bit blurry but more consistent and color accurate. The blurry images were only sometimes at a few focal lengths, so I would give it to Apple here for being consistent and better. But for the video department, I will still give it to the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra because first, it shoots in 8K and this is not a gimmick. And the second thing is that whenever I connect an external microphone just like this one over here in this video, it is easier for me to tell that if this microphone is connected or no because I can see under the Pro video camera that what is the external mic that is connected to the smartphone, rather than just shooting the video and at the end of the video realizing that yes, this video was shot properly but the voice was not good because the actual camera was not connected to the microphone, which is in my opinion is a big deal, and iPhones just do not do it, and I would never know what is the reason behind that. Now on the selfie side, again I like what Samsung does on the photographs, but the videos come out better from the iPhone 15 Pro Max selfie camera. The zoom is better on the iPhones as well. Take it or give it, the extra hardware does not help Samsung much in this department, but Samsung performs exceptionally good in low light photography. One win for Apple over here is that now it allows the action button to be mapped with the camera application, and it is just a faster way to map and launch the cameras rather than going to the camera application and then starting to choose that you want to take a video or a photograph and change different modes, because Apple does allow to use a specific mode as well when you launch the action button, and you can open the video camera instantly and start recording, and that is the best thing that I find out about this iPhone's action button. Now, the voice isolation on cameras to reduce the background noise is better on the Samsung phone, and the edge detection sometimes is also better on the Samsung phone. Remember, the 24 megapixel portrait shots may be technically better on the iPhones, but I still prefer the 12 megapixel camera on the Samsung smartphones. Also, Samsung's video HDR is better with things not being washed out in the background, but the details are higher on the iPhone as Samsung not always uses the entire resolution or pixels that it can use to fill on those gaps. Remember, the Pro resolution features are great, but adding blur after the photograph is already taken is a feature that is available on Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra as well with the portrait effect mode, and this can be done after the photograph is taken. Also, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra adds a more feature like the object eraser that is crazy but something that is very useful in day-to-day life. Also, you have features like image remaster, face effects, spot color, and more on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Apple has its own perks too, like the edge detection being better when extracting photographs, and those can be used as stickers as well. Overall, I like the results from the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but I think this is up to you that what kind of camera system that you prefer in your smartphone. Maybe the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is a better one for you if you do video recording, but if you are into photography and if you want more stable experience, you would like to have the iPhone 15 Pro Max in that case. Now on to the other thing that I noticed on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the battery life, which is much improved from the last year's iPhone 14 Pro Max. But over here we are doing the comparison, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max houses a 4852 mAh battery and supports 20 watt of wired charging, 15 watt of wireless charging with MagSafe, and 7.5 watt of wireless charging with Qi compatible charger. In contrast, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra packs a slightly larger 5000 mAh battery and offers a 45 watt of wired charging and 15 watt of wireless charging and 4.5 watt of reverse wireless charging. Both the phones easily last a full day, but the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra holds a slight advantage in the battery capacity and the reverse wireless charging capabilities. Also, Apple now has the Type-C port on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but I think that it does not matter because the fast charging speeds are not just enabled on the device, and it is just a waste of resources. Over here, I would still take the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra because it is more reliable, and I know with 50 minutes of charging every day, I'm good for the entire day and I do not need to charge this device again and again. Finally, let us touch on the software. Now, the iPhone 15 Pro Max runs on iOS 17 featuring cool features like focus mode, live text, and FaceTime with SharePlay. Meanwhile, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra runs on Android 13 with Samsung's One UI 5.1, offering features like Samsung Dex, Samsung Pay, and Bixby. The iPhones boast a simpler, cleaner UI and curated app store, while the Samsung offers more customization. I would say that iPhones does offer a bit more customization than what they used to offer before, but I still like what I have done with my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. It is just way more customizable and the features are just limitless with the Samsung Good Lock, and I just love what Samsung has done with their Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra over here. So well, to wrap it up, I think that there is no clear winner this year around, as both the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max offers best in the class performance, and it is very hard to beat. The decision is all yours, the choice is all yours. You need to see that what smartphone fits the best in your budget, what smartphone fits the best in your day-to-day lifestyle, and what is the best choice for you. But either one of these smartphones would not disappoint you this year around. So well, yes, that was all about this video. My name is Anshul. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.